You know, sometimes police are a little intrusive. This is a story about intrusive police officers at its finest, or better yet, intrusive policing at its finest. This story is about, it happened in Virginia, near a college campus. I want to say it was Virginia Tech, was the campus that it had. No, I take that back. It was the UVA campus where it happened, in Charlottesville. And this story is pretty sad, but actually sort of pretty funny. It's a mix of emotions. That's what I would like to say. But to find out more about the story and others, go ahead and click that subscribe button below and join the Fowler Nation movement. This story is about 20-year-old Elizabeth Donnelly, who went out like any college student would on a weekend to buy some cookie dough, some ice cream, and some LaCroix water. And anything who knows anything about a LaCroix water container, it's sparkling water, is it looks like, it really does, honestly and truthfully, looks like a 12-pack of beer. Beer cans, like a Bud Light, you know, container type of thing. It has the same look. But it could also look like a 12 can of Sprite or Coca-Cola or Pepsi or 7-Up, etc., etc., etc. So she goes in, Elizabeth does, to buy this bottle of this 12-pack, and she's walking back to her car where her roommate is sitting there waiting for her. As she gets into her car, a number of plainclothes police officers who are part of the Alcohol and Beverage Control committee or board in Charlottesville approach her with badges, telling her to get out the car, trying to arrest her. Now, because their badges weren't very well identified and she didn't know who they were, as any 20-year-old, unsuspected 20-year-old would do, especially when you're not doing anything wrong, she jumped in her car. I was like, what the hell is going on? These people are trying to attack me. And one of the police officers jumped on the hood of her SUV. Another one of those officers tried to break her windows. Her roommate was scared out of her mind, or scared shitless, I would argue. And she was like, go, go, go. So, you know, Elizabeth did what anybody else would do. She thought she was being attacked by, you know, a band of maniacs or a gang of fools. So she sped off. And in speeding off, she clipped two of the individuals that were trying to attack her. She then called the police and said, you know, these people are trying to attack me, this, that, and the third. Come to find out, those individuals are part of the Alcohol and Beverage Control Board in Charlottesville, Albemarle. Now, what makes this story worse is they arrested her, and they charged her with 2 counts of assaulting a police officer, as well as a count of eluding the police, not to mention her count of, you know, underage purchasing of alcohol. Now, the good news here is the Attorney General, the Commonwealth Attorney in Virginia, which is basically the, you know, state's attorney's office in other places, in other parts of the country, has decided not to prosecute. But Elizabeth did end up spending a night in jail for buying some sparkling water. It's a crying shame. Crying shame.